Today, we are taking a look at a case teardrop jack. There is a little bit of a gap back there, but I got this actually for less than retail from someone in a knife group. So, considering that everything is centered and this is an awesome knife that I got for like $20 off for no reason, I'm really happy with it. It has that main Zulu blade, and then it has a smaller pin blade. And I actually, on this kind of knife, I really like a secondary little pin blade, because this is a pretty, this is, I think, maybe over 2 inches. Let's look. But the bottom line is this isn't the beefiest knife. I guess it is over 2. Not that it needs to be, but you're definitely going to get some use out of this secondary if you're in a crunch where you need to have another sharper blade. I like how they don't leave this open. That's a really nice touch. I really like that. It doesn't allow as much crud to get in the knife. It's overall going to be more hygienic for this piece of cutlery. My voice might be drowning out the talk, but it's good, and the action is good, and yeah, pretty much all the stuff about this knife that you would want to have working pretty well works pretty well. And I would say really well even. The pull's a little light and the snap a little soft, I guess. But I think it's perfect because I like things. I get that the gator snap for some things is cool, but this has the authoritative snap. I just like that it's not going to come down and lop off a tip of one of my fingers. For those concerned, this is, let me find, this is a TB. I don't know if that is an 82028. I'm not sure. SS. That could be a 6. In any event, this is a real classy knife. But one thing I'm not going to do, it's a gentleman's knife, right? But it's kind of a rustic piece. But the bottom line, some people are taking this idea of like, you should carry multiple blades too far. But I think in this case, if you were to carry this, you would want to have a larger piece as well. I'm not really down with this whole idea of you need to have 4 or 5 blades on you all the time. That's not the case. Like, say if I were to stick this into this, right, which I do often, that's how I carry it. And it's got little titanium little titanium AAA light from Meritech, Pocket Pen, Blistex. If I were, say someone was following me down a dark alley, right? We've kind of discussed this on this channel, but someone's following me down a dark alley. There's some situation. That's how long that takes. And I'm not trying to be a smartass, but if you don't know what the 21-foot rule is, I'm pretty sure it's 21, might be 23. You need to Google 21-foot rule and familiarize yourself. And I can give you the short here. By the time an officer draws and is able to fire an effective shot, a person sprinting full speed will have crossed 21 feet and stabbed them, right? So if you're a cop, anybody within that 21-foot radius basically has the ability to do you grievous bodily injury. And a determined assailant will. There's a big difference between a determined assailant and, like, say, a drunk frat boy or some junkie on heroin, or a determined assailant would be somebody who is of sober mind and sound thinking and is very motivated. And those people exist. No one's gonna say they don't. But I would say with something like this, I can use this for self-defense. I could kill a large dog with this. I could probably fend off a fucking small bear attack. You know what I mean? With this is, you're gonna be limited, right? You could still really hurt someone with this knife. And if you have never had any knife training, maybe you don't know about the circular motion that you make with slip joints when you lunge in and then you cut and pull away, leaving somebody deeply injured. But that's how you do it with slippies. Would I do it with this knife? No, okay? That's not the point. I'm just saying, though, this idea that, like, traditional knives, like, you know, I can't defend myself with a traditional knife. Like, that's insane. If you've never heard of someone being stabbed with a buck 110, well, then now I guess you have. But anyway, that's the end of this one. All she wrote.